Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. RHOBH Bozoma texted Kyle after seeing Mauricio with a not cute girl. Bozoma St. John was quick to offer Kyle Richards a full report after seeing Kyle's estranged husband, Mauricio Umansky, at Soho House with a new woman. During the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills episode that aired on Tuesday, March 18, Bozoma, 48, noted that she had made progress in her friendship with Kyle, 56, which resulted in a really nice conversation between the two. A flashback showed Bozoma saying she was ready for war if Kyle needed her. From that moment I was like, look, whatever I gotta do to help Kyle, I will. God answered my prayer when I went to Soho House a few days later and just happened to be seated across the table. I'm talking about as far as maybe Sutton, Strack, is from me, Bozoma said. There is Mal with his girl. Kyle clarified that it was a girl, seemingly downplaying his relation to the woman. I texted Kyle in the moment, Bozoma continued. Then, afterwards, I gave her a full report. Kyle noted that she was sent a 3.5-minute voice note, which Bozoma then played during her confessional. Hey babe, so full report. She is definitely not cute. I mean, look, if you're gonna do this, you need to get, like, the cutest girl on the planet, right? Bozoma said in her voice note. Actually, the entire time that I was sitting there, they were there. I was just dreaming up scenarios where I could push him into the water. Let me know what you want me to do because I will run up on a man. After her audio recording played, Bozoma looked at the camera adding, and there you have it. Now that's being a girl's girl. Us Weekly confirmed in July 2023 that Kyle and Mauricio had split after 27 years of marriage. The duo is currently living separately, something that was hard for Kyle to swallow during last week's RHOBH episode, especially after he was photographed with another woman. Kyle Richards fought with Mauricio Umansky over women on social media. Bozoma seeing Mauricio at Soho House came after he was photographed kissing a mystery woman in a Greek airport. Multiple outlets published the photos in July 2024. Greece, now Malibu. Who knows where else? Garcelle Beauvais said during her confessional. It doesn't sound like it's a random girl. Sounds like it's his girl. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills airs on Bravo Tuesdays at 8 p.m. ET. Stream old episodes anytime on Peacock. RHOBH's Bozoma texted Kyle after seeing Mauricio with a not cute girl. In the whirlwind world of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where drama simmers in every interaction and the gossip travels faster than an Instagram story, Bozoma St. John's texting habit is now on the radar for fans of the show. Known for her bold personality, powerhouse career, and friendship with Kyle Richards, the social media mogul and business executive recently found herself on the other side of some eyebrow-raising drama that sent shockwaves through the Beverly Hills crew. It all started when Bozoma, who's no stranger to the limelight herself, was scrolling through Instagram one evening when she spotted something that made her pause. A photo of Kyle's estranged husband, Mauricio Umansky, appeared on her feed. What caught Bozoma's eye, however, wasn't Mauricio's usual suave charm. No, it was the girl standing next to him. And to put it lightly, she wasn't what Bozoma would describe as cute. Now it's important to understand the context here. Mauricio and Kyle had been facing a lot of tension in their relationship. Their marriage, which once seemed unshakable, had recently been the subject of public scrutiny after rumors of infidelity and relationship woes began circulating. So, when Bozoma caught wind of Mauricio's casual outing with a woman who didn't quite meet her standards of housewives chick, it didn't take long for her to pick up her phone and fire off a message to her best friend, Kyle. With a mixture of concern and a touch of her signature sass, Bozoma quickly tapped out a message. Kyle girl. I just saw Mauricio with some girl. She is not cute. What's going on? Now, the text wasn't just a casual check-in. Oh no. It was a friendly yet pointed jab that implied more than just superficial judgment. Bozoma, who's fiercely protective of her friends and fiercely candid, wanted to make sure Kyle knew she wasn't blind to the whispers surrounding her relationship. It wasn't just about the physical appearance of the girl Mauricio was with. It was a sign that perhaps something deeper was going on. After all, if he was stepping out with someone who didn't even look like they belonged in his orbit, was this his way of telling the world? Kyle was loaded with the kind of humor that only close friends share. It wasn't malicious, but it was definitely a way of holding a mirror up to Mauricio's actions and forcing Kyle to confront what had been simmering under the surface of their relationship for months. As expected, Kyle's response was swift. She sent a laughing emoji with a few words, trying to keep things lighthearted, as she often does on the show. "Stop it," she typed back. "Not everything is what it seems." The Bozoma wasn't done yet. Knowing how to push the boundaries, she texted back, "I'm just saying, if he's gonna cheat, at least make sure she's cute, right?" Kyle couldn't help but chuckle at her friend's bluntness. But the truth was, beneath the humor, there was a real sense of betrayal that had started to take root. Kyle had known for months that things were rocky between her and Mauricio, but having her friend point out the obvious, someone else was in the picture, felt like a wake-up call. The interaction between Bozoma and Kyle got fans buzzing because, while it seemed like just another bit of cheeky banter, it was layered with unspoken emotion. There was genuine concern in Bozoma's words. The way she threw in her opinion on Mauricio's not-cute date was a playful jab, but it also underscored a deeper issue. Kyle was still grappling with her feelings of being hurt and confused over Mauricio's actions. In the public eye, Kyle had always played the role of the strong, composed housewife who held her family together through thick and thin. But with the rumors surrounding Mauricio and his potential infidelities, even she couldn't deny that the cracks were starting to show. And while her friends, Bozoma in particular, rallied around her, offering their opinions, their support, and a healthy dose of reality checks, Kyle was left to confront the uncertainty of her own marriage in front of millions of viewers. It wasn't just Bozoma who noticed the tension, though. Fans of RHOBH quickly started to dissect every interaction between Kyle and Mauricio, picking apart every word, every glance, and every awkward moment. Mauricio's Instagram posts with women who weren't Kyle, his cryptic captions, and the many nights out without his wife sparked more questions than answers. For Bozoma, her message to Kyle wasn't just about Mauricio's actions, it was about how Kyle was coping. The bigger picture was the emotional toll of being in a marriage where trust was no longer a given. And while Kyle tried to brush it off, the truth was that her friends, especially Bozoma, were watching with keen eyes, ready to step in whenever Kyle needed them. The text exchange between the two was more than just a funny moment. It was an insight into the friendship that had deepened over the years. Bozoma wasn't afraid to tell Kyle the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it might be. And in return, Kyle respected that, even if it stung. After all, sometimes the hardest truths come from the people who love you the most, and Bozoma's words were meant with love, even if wrapped in a little bit of sass. As the season went on, Kyle found herself navigating the difficult terrain of her relationship with Mauricio in the public eye, all while trying to maintain a sense of normalcy for her family. The show continued to capture the highs and lows of their personal lives, and while Bozoma's cheeky text was just a moment in the bigger story, it served as a reminder that in the world of Real Housewives, everything is fair game for discussion, and that no one, not even Mauricio, can escape the watchful eyes of their friends. In the end, Bozoma's text to Kyle about the not-cute girl may have been a moment of levity in a season full of heavy emotions, but it also highlighted a universal truth. When it comes to love, loyalty, and friendships, sometimes you need a friend to shake you up and remind you of your worth. Whether it was Mauricio's new lady friend or something else, Kyle knew that her real squad, led by Bozoma, had her back no matter what came next.